the people, the difference is that the people that went to that land wiped, I wanted to say wipe them out. The people, the natives that were already there, the Indians, they infected them with diseases. They wanted to wipe the people out and settle in their land. They weren't trying to colonize those people. They wanted to cleanse those people in that land and take over their land, right? And that's what they did. The only thing that didn't happen for them is that those people still exist. They still exist in America today. But the white people that came from another continent into that land took over the land and made it America that it is now, right? So every person, and then they came to Africa and took the Africans as slaves and took them to America. By the way, America was not the only country that took Africans as slaves. Germany took Africans as slaves. France took Africans as slaves. Belgium took Africans as slaves. Go and read up on this man. I'm going to tell you his name now. Leopold II. The spelling is Leopold 11. That is second. Leopold II. You don't need to ask Google anything. Just type Leopold II on your phone and go to Wikipedia and read about him and read about his legacy and his the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Just read. I don't want to talk about this. Just read this on your own. Figure this out. And that was the Congo was the country that Belgium colonized. British colonized different countries in Africa. France colonized different countries in Africa. Spain as in Spanish people, colonized countries in Africa. Which other country? Japan colonized Africa as well. So read that up. And then the Americans. What am I talking? I was talking about slavery and then I talked about colonization. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that America wasn't the only people that took Africans as slaves. Other countries took Africans as slaves. Anyway, so the people that left Europe and went to the Americans and took over these people's land, they tried to wipe the people out and settle in their land as now that the land is now theirs, right? And they came to Africa and took Africans and they slaved them in the country that they created, the United States of America. So the Africans were slaves and they were working their land and building their whatever, doing hard labor, all the hard labors. And they were killing them as well, raping their women, using them as scientific experiments as animals, like they are not really humans. And they ran away from their countries because of religious persecution in their countries, and they didn't want to die and they wanted to be free, and they came to this people's land and they killed people and took people as slaves and called America the land of the free. If you understand that, you know how ironic that is. So every white person, the first settlers, the first people, the first Europeans that took over the place that is now America, and then more people from different places came, when came to the United States, as like the place had been built up and they came for opportunities that the country had to offer people. So people were coming from Italy and people were coming from Ireland, Irish people, and people were coming from all over Europe, right? And people that came from China came to build things, and the Africans are also coming, but not of their own free will. So that is how America is made up of all these different people. All those different people came from somewhere. The only people that were there, the way you have been, like you cannot say this person created Igbo. America was founded by what they refer to as their founding fathers. You cannot come and say Igbo people was founded by anybody. because as far as you know the history, we have always been here. The people that have always been there in America are the people that they now call the natives of America, the Native Americans, and those are Indians. Yeah, their tribe is they are of Indian heritage. So, and aside from that, aside from the historic whatever about America, Trump's father is an immigrant in America. Trump's two wives are immigrants from wherever to America. Trump's wife, that is now the first lady of America now, she wasn't born in America. She's an immigrant that they gave visa to be in America. Trump's father, grandfather, I think his father, either his father or his grandfather, is an immigrant. And he's the president of the United States of America. So for Trump to say it's a shame that whatever is going to be happening here, where these people are descendants of immigrants from Dutch and whatever, that is so incredibly ironic, right? And the people in that particular post comment section, I don't blame anyone for whatever. They don't understand that, and the comments that they are making shows that they don't understand that, and I don't blame them. I didn't know better. I still don't know a whole lot of things, but I'm learning. When I hear something, I argue. I won't say that I don't argue, but I always check up. I always do my research. I always work to know what the actual truth is instead of arguing with people on social media. I wanted to record that, and I just wanted to say that everything that I just said, I just wanted to say those things. So yeah.